Hi, let's jump right in. I have some updates for my project pans of 2026. So to start out, I have the For the Love of Pan. I am hoping to use up this product throughout the entirety of the year, so we'll see how my progress goes. Um, this container was used, I had depotted this Mars color from this Dior palette. And this container doesn't really show very well the usage that I have, and it's very loosely sitting in here. I'm almost wondering if I should take this product and press it back into that palette so I can have a little more visible progress that I can show, or if it works out, getting a scale so I can weigh. But that just hasn't happened yet. So if you remember, this is what this one looks like. I have to be super careful because it's loose in there. I do have it on my eyes today. I tried to use this as like a highlighter for a hot second, but this just doesn't really work with my everyday. You can't see it all too much, but maybe you can see a little flare of it. Kind of. Oh, maybe that's better. But it's really cool that it, shows up with the lighting. But I do have that on my lids. I still have some color on this brush. If you watched my last video from the Give Me the Glow, I still have a little bit of product left on here from that. But yeah, so I did use this product every day except one in January. So I'm sure there was some movement, but I can't really measure that. So we'll see. Okay, the next part, this is where I've got some more of the visible progress. This is the Four Seasons, or Pan for Seasons. This was created by Amanda and Jessica with the Pantastic Ladies collab. This one, I'll start with the eyeshadow. Each of these products are meant to be connected to some sort of element of nature. I connected the eyeshadow palette, the Ditto Venus palette, because there's a lot more dark in the winter, and so you get to see more of the sky, the stars, and all of that. So the other part of why I chose this palette was this color down here. The Ganymede was discovered, I think it was like January, way back when, by like Galileo and all of that. But so updates for this palette. I do have a post on my page that shows more of the progress, but it's still pretty minimal. I've got some more like smoothing out of the surfaces on the Ganymede, the Callisto, and the Phobos. So these, I think I've used Ganymede every single day. Sometimes I'll dip into Callisto or the IO, or the Deimos. That's how I'm gonna say it today. So, yeah, we'll see how much use I can get out of this palette in the next months to come. Okay, the next one, I have this Mary Kay lipstick. The type of this is the Pero Motillo. And so I actually found out that the name of this, and I wish I would have looked it up again, but I think it's like Very Blueberry. And so with that color, it's on my lips now. I think I've talked about this already, but this is it all on its own, and it gets pretty patchy. So I like to pair it with this stuff that I talked about in my last video, the Give Me the Glow. So I just put a little bit on here, and then I move around throughout to even out. Otherwise, it just builds up. So, and I think the gloss just adds a little more dimension, but then this happens. So with this one, I went with like the darker theme for the winter collection. I think that just makes sense with less light. This one has some really cool visible progress. This is a crusty dusty lipstick, so keep that in mind. But yeah, okay, one day I lost it, but then I found it the next day, and then the other day I didn't wear it because, as I mentioned before, I was protesting. So this little marker shows a little better the progress that I have. So this first line was when I had first tracked it. This second line here is the best that I could do with gauging the progress. So considerable use for our last month. I'll be excited to see how the use continues throughout the next couple months, but this is something that I bring with to work, and then I try to reapply if I remember. Yeah, I'm actually really loving it. So okay, the last product that I have is this perfume. Again, the like dark purple vibe is what I went with for this one. This one doesn't have like a name, it just says that it's from Maurice's. So I've been able to use this pretty much every day as well. I think, again, there's only the one day that I remember missing. I wish I knew how to describe the scent. It's definitely not floral, so I don't really know how to describe that to you. But anyways, I do have some visible progress. Let's see if it shows up. Maybe you can see. There, that's a better view. And so looking down here, you can see it initially was at the top of this little, what do you call that? The post-it note marker, post-it flag, whatever. So I do have some considerable use with this. Down to here is the line. And so I look forward to the next couple months because, as you see, the like bottle gets skinnier. So hopefully more of the progress will show as I continue. But yeah. Okay, so those are the updates. The winter time frame I chose was from January till the end of March. And the way that things are going, my goal is to just use up as much as I can of these products with the everyday use, because that's really working for me. So we'll see if I change up the usage goals for spring, but got a couple months until then. So, all right, thanks for watching. See ya.